So today I want to talk about something I'm very passionate about, and something which honestly I think today is underutilized by a lot of people in their training programs. I'm just going to play some footage in the background while I talk about the topic of today, and that's speed training. Now, this is something I've utilized a lot over previous years. I mean, I've been training now for 24 years with a focus on strength training for probably most of the last 10 years, I would say. And since I incorporated speed training, things have just been so much better for me. So I had a plateau at deadlift for a very long time, and speed training enabled me to really hone in my technique. You'll see on each of these sets that I'm playing in the background, I picked out 4 sets from a total of 10. So what I'd usually do is, if I'm doing leg training, I'll do 10 sets of 2 with about 30 to 40 seconds rest in between. And on my pressing sessions, I'll do 8 sets of 3, again about 40 seconds rest in between. And what we're trying to do here is really utilize the most power we can for each set. So we're not just resting on our laurels, just thinking we can just ease up the weight. We've got to use all of our force at all times for every rep, and then the heavy weights become more second nature. You set up exactly the same every time, all the same cues. Take a breath, feel out where the bar path is going to be going. That's what I'm doing for every one of these sets, and then through and through. And it's just the same pattern over and over, repetition, the same way Olympic weightlifters become so amazingly technical at what they do, is they just do the same rep over and over and over. Doesn't matter whether it's 20%, doesn't matter whether it's 90%. Every rep's going to look the same, and they're going to use the same power, the same force every single rep. And that's what you've got to do in your training. So not only is speed training a way to mix things up, it's a way to enforce good, strong technique. Because when you come round to hitting your PBs, hitting your heavy singles, your doubles, triples over 90%, you want a rigid technique, and furthermore, you want the confidence that's going to allow you to attack the weight without worrying you're going to get injured, without worrying you're not going to budge the bar. You're going to have full confidence each and every time. And like I said, training the force component, if you can put 100% of your force through each one of these reps, it is such a good accessory to put alongside your main strength movements. I myself, I'll do a heavy movement first, so I'll actually squat and deadlift on the same day. So before this, I worked up to a single of 275 kilos on the squat with reverse bands. That's about, off the top of my head, a little over 600 pounds. So I'm already pretty fatigued by the time I'm doing this work. But I'm trying to put everything I can through the bar, each and every single rep, and just honing that technique on. So when I come to piling the weight on this in a couple of weeks or whatever it might be, I'm going to be confident that I've got the technique down to a T. All right, thanks everyone.